New growth cannot exist without first the destruction of the old. That is a poem by Guru Lahima. And gentlemen, like Guru Lahima, we must release our earthly tethers from this mortal realm and enter the void. Let us go! So, we're gonna go with the 2 bot factories just to start things off fresh and dandy for our little stew, and then afterwards we're gonna add a pinch of vehicle factory spam while getting tier 2 at a reasonable time so that we don't essentially destroy our eco. Our spawn kind of sucks because it only has 4 mexes and they're pretty spaced out. Also, we have an expansion over here, an expansion over here, but other than that, we have barren wasteland on this side as well as barren wasteland on this side. This might mean one of 2 things. One, we're going to be resource starved, but it also means that people won't attack us as often as, you know, they usually do, due to the fact that, well, there's nothing really for them to go after, which is pretty darn awesome. However, that also means that if someone attacks us, well, then we're kind of fucked. So all around, a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. But, hey, let's see how things turn out. Okay, I'm going to have the 2 bot fabricators assist my commander with his production, and then afterwards, we're going to go ahead and get out a couple of bot fabricators from the bot factory over here to go and produce me some mexes. Currently, I don't want to build too many fabricators because that in turn will destroy my eco, which is definitely not a good thing. Alrighty then, so far so good. Build a couple of ants, and that in turn will allow us to essentially thwart most attacks. However, if 2 different dudes decide to attack me at the same time, then I'm kind of fucked. Alright, good. Mex is completed, and we can get those 2. We are wasting away a ton of metal and energy, but that's come to be known from my build style in the early stages. I kind of fucked myself over by actually getting these 2 fabricators to assist my commander rather than essentially having them just go after the mexes. I might have also fucked myself by focusing heavily on energy plants early and the vehicle factory very early, but you know what? That's okay. That is a-okay, because I don't see anybody attacking us right now, so we should be fine for the most part. In general, we have to do is slow down our growth a little bit, and then we should be a-okay as well. In fact, let's go ahead and make some plans to go up north. And like the Mongol horde, nothing will stop us. We will essentially destroy all that's in our way. Who is the Pokemon that we found? Ah, it's orange, orange, orange. So far, nobody's down south. That's a-okay. So all you have to do is move up north. Golden rice, that is probably at docks, but I'm not sure. It's not that fast though, so I'm a little bit hesitant to call it a docks. Alright, so as soon as we get a little bit more mexes, our economy will normalize a bit. It's good that we have a large standing army right about now, because if we do ever get fucked over by a rampaging horde, we'll have the necessary troops to defeat it. I mean, but without 100% efficiency, we're just fucked. Here, let me just go ahead and build up our radar, actually. Ooh. That was weird. The hockey didn't work. But yeah, I want to get a radar so that we can have a lot of detection around our main operations. Ooh, hello there. Hello there. How are you today, Mr. Orange? And like I said, if someone comes around and attacks our northern expansions, that's going to end up hurting us a lot more than usual. In fact, let me go ahead and take these 2 fabricators, build another radar, and then go down south. And we'll have 2 new fabricators assist the commander. It's good to have as much detection as you possibly can in situations like this, where you're surrounded by maybe 8 or a couple thousand dudes. Yellow. Interesting. I don't know if yellow sees me or not, but if he does, he's gonna have to prepare for the Masterofroflness horde. No one's down south, that's good. We should probably get out an air factory. Yeah, we should probably get out an air factory, just because that will allow us to scout a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do so, and maybe afterwards we can get some tier 2. Ooh, seems like there are a couple of Dongarinos here. So let me just go ahead and build some turrets. Having our guys grouped together in this ball formation is probably really good, so that we can essentially hide our numbers, but also not have our guys go super aggro and attack the yellow dudes or the orange dudes prematurely. Okay, so air units, and we still have a little bit of an energy problem. So let me go ahead and get out 3 energy plants, and then afterwards we'll tie it all up with a tier 2. Should still actually, I'm also going to build some more tier 2. So let's go ahead and get 3 fabricators to get on that tier 2 production. Okay, yellow, where are you? Where is your commander? Where are you hiding? What is your game plan? You have a bunch of doxes. Okie dokie. Couple of bot factories. As long as he doesn't figure out where exactly I am, it should be fine. I could probably go ahead and attack his army, but I don't really want to risk it yet. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and quarantine off my little zone of control over here. And also harass yellow a little bit. Okay, so now it's time to actually get some radar in the middle of this barren wasteland, while also building some tier 2. Alright, pretty good stuff so far. We do need a lot more energy than usual, actually, so hold on a sec. Go ahead and change up my build so we can go with a power plant and then a factory and then another power plant. Again, this wall was mainly just used to just protect myself against the armies of yellow for the most part. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. What is this? Hello there, Boo Bear. So I feel like yellow has a lot more resources than he's leading on. So let's go ahead and push forward. Try to take over his territories. Okay, nobody's on the east side. Let's go ahead and build up another radar just a little bit more closer to the interior of those mexes. Okay, now it's time to push. So far so good, crushed his entire army, and now we can push forward. We might be able to do some massive damage, but this could also end up really bad for us. Oh, my commander's not letting my troops pass. That's a little bit dickish. Ooh, what is that massing up on my borders? Well, we have the forces to deal with that. That's good. There's a little bit of lag going on, but I feel like someone's area patrolling. I'm not really area patrolling with my air units right about now, which is pretty darn good. I'm not the one causing the lag this time. This time. Haha. Oh. Group up my guys. There might have been a little bit more doxes here than usual. Yep, this might be a problem. Oh well. Oh, this is indeed a problem. Because now he's sending in his entire horde after us. So we lost all that ground we gained. Okay. However, we have turrets. We have a lot of units coming in. It should be fine. Yeah, we've completely crushed his army. And now we can push forward again. But this is going to be a back and forth situation, which is not exactly ideal. So I'm going to have to expand eastward. And find some sort of way to match his production. Guess we could get tier 2. Oh, wait, hold on. Should really get out tier 2 mexes really fast. Since now our energy situation is now solved, which is good. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can probably go ahead and get out some energy storage. Oh, whoops. Didn't really need that. How is Orange doing? Orange is doing pretty well. Good, good. Not really in a warlike state, which is awesome. You know, we don't need Genghis Khan moving out anytime soon. But it would be pretty nice to always produce advanced energy plants. In fact, let's go ahead and scout out a little bit of yellow really fast. Wow. Okay, never mind. I just realized something. Yellow is completely exposed here. All I need to do really is just harass this place and then I'm good. I'm good as gravy. I'll just pull back a little bit. He'll be able to win this engagement because he has constant reinforcements. But if he doesn't clump up his dudes, then he's going to be in a little bit of a problem. But whatever. Just continue expanding east, and let's continue moving up my units. Power situation is doing really well, so let's go ahead and build more units. Mass doxes definitely don't win at the end of the day if you have to verse off against a mixed army. Especially also when there's tier 2 units mixed in. Yeah, so yellow's going to lose these engagements, which isn't exactly good for yellow, but it's good for me. Okay, took out some tier 2. Nice. Well, he probably has more tier 2. So it's not exactly a super victory. But it's something. Okay, now I'm just streaming in my units, which is bad. I gotta group up my guys together. In fact, it's now time to also build a little bit more vehicle factory production. Because in general, that's gonna be the thing that saves the day. And my guys are continuing to act like Rambo, going in hot. Eco's doing really well, and we can afford a lot more factories now. Let me check out yellow for a second. Let me do a little bit of a run by. Producing more factories, but not a lot of diversity between these factories, which means at the end of the day, if I build more vehicles than him, he's fucked. That's bad. And also good. Yeah, by having the slammer mixed in with my forces, I'm able to essentially destroy all of his units. Now usually I prioritize the tier 2, but because he's not really building anything out of this tier 2 except for air fabricators, I could just march in right into his factory line, which should essentially crush him. Yep, finally Celestial Deed is gone for the count. Phew! Okay, he was just not able to keep up with the production, and he just went straight up doxes all around. There were times when I was going to get completely boned, but I was able to control myself for the most part. Especially when I transitioned into tier 2. Going tier 2 was really risky, but I was able to hold it together. Now, we only have to deal with orange and teal right now. I do have a bunch of tier 1 over here, but for the most part, I don't think it matters. Ah, needs to bail out. Okay. So you know what? Teal's out of the game, which is good. I'm not sure how strong teal was on this map, but I don't think it matters at this point. I do, however, want to look into Orange's army, see what he has. He has doxes. Just doxes. Okay, this pretty much is going to be a really easy game. For the most part, it was really just a 1v1. But that's okay. 1v1s are sometimes a little bit more fun in Planetary Annihilation. It definitely does depend, though. Let's go ahead and get out a bunch of tier 2. And let's get a bunch of mexes over here. Now, energy plants wise, let's get these guys and this guy, and they can build me some advanced energy plants. All around pretty good stuff. So now let's move forward and try to take out orange. I'm going to go ahead and use my fighters, which are kind of useless at this point, to just scout out and find that commander. Fighters are stopping and moving. It's really weird. And they're not actually attached to any other unit, so I'm not sure what's causing the slowdown. But it doesn't matter because me and Orange are going to throw down in a second. There are a lot of doxes, but we have a lot of ants here. So I'm not too worried. Okay, right over there. Excellent. Excellent. Mr. Smithers, bring out the hounds. Oh, yeah, it's ghillies in this army. That's actually really interesting. Again, ghillies are kind of a little bit useless, but that's just me. Ooh. You thought you were sneaky, huh? You thought you were cool, huh? Look at you. Yeah, we're gonna have another situation where we're gonna be flanked on all sides. That's okay, though. Because we can kind of defend against it. Again, once we get out the levelers, it's going to be over for any army. This is probably a Dox Force, by the way, because it's really, really slow. This is probably a Dox Force as well. So we can afford to split up our forces and defend multiple sections at the same time. Because they're only Doxes. While we have forces that are mixed in with Slammers, with Doxes, and with Ants for the most part. A significant amount of slowdown, however, in this server. Yeah, they could try and go ahead and attack my expansions. It doesn't really matter for the most part. Oh wow, Grenadiers as well. In order to actually feel safe, we need to actually take out these armies. Otherwise, these armies could and will become our deathbed, so to speak. Yeah, for the most part, it seems like Orange is one of those players that just kind of waited and then started to actually attack. And didn't really attack anybody else. Which is, you know, how you play FFAs for the most part in this version of Planetary Annihilation. Kind of sucks, but it does work, especially when you're in situations where you're surrounded. So the game is lagging for the most part. I'm not sure why, but someone's connection is being run on a toaster. Either that or Uber's connection is being run on a toaster. Now we do have levelers coming out of this tier 2 factory, so those guys will be able to just destroy this entire army. And we do have more forces than this army. Like, he just didn't get any tier 2 from what I'm seeing his base right about now, except for some tier 2 bots. So if I end up building about like 3 tier 2 land factories, I can pretty much destroy any army he has, since the levelers are just godlike. However, if the game lags like this, then wow. Okay. Seems like Gorilla Huma doesn't want me to play this game. There's a dog outside, and cicadas are going on and trying to gain some mates with their wings and their vibrations, like da 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 da. Dog, what are you barking at? Well, game is struggling. I mean, it is trying to work. I can give it that. And his commander is right over here. So you know what? If I just take this army and then just like move forward over here, shouldn't I be able to kill his commander? Oh, okay, we're back on the air. That's good. Where's the commander? Oh my god, why am I moving my forces over there? Oh, there's the commander. Okay. I can't believe I moved my units. What the hell? That's so dumb. You know, if I just focus my efforts on just attacking his eastern flank, I should be fine. Yeah, so this turned into a base race situation. But if I combine both of these armies together, my forces will be unstoppable. Also, I can always attack his forces again, which is good. Oh, he knows where I'm going. He knows where I'm going. Guru Lahima told him. God, we really do need more mechs production now. So I'm going to go ahead and get more tier 2. Yeah, the more he gets closer to my army, the more my levelers just destroy his forces. Yep. Seems like for the most part it's all ogre now. Unless he moved his commander. She probably could have. And mixed armies will always beat armies that are kind of reliant on one unit. And that should be the case, honestly. It creates for more intelligent play. Ooh, hello there, Commander. Nice Uber. But unfortunately, unless the slammers are really, really retarded in terms of their unit pathing, you're all shreked. Yep, you're all shreked out. GG. He really didn't expand that much, especially when he was alone for a large portion of the game. Anyway, my name's Masterofroflness. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. And that nuke launch didn't really help him out. Also, you should never really get nukes. For fuck's sake, they waste so much energy, and metal, and you could really use your resources to better use, like more tier 2. Anyway, bye-bye.